So I'm going to show you guys how to dig under the chin now, and then in the next video we'll go over the actual finishing mechanics of the rear naked choke. So hard part here is, even if we've beaten the hands, is our opponent tucks the chin in and we're trying to get this, and there's just no way we can get any space underneath their chin to be able to actually get into the choke. What we're going to do is create what my instructor calls an arrowhead, where our index finger we're going to point and curl, and we're going to take our thumb and we're going to fill that space behind it, pushing it up into basically the knuckle of our index finger to reinforce it, to make it strong, so that you're not just digging with the finger itself. This is what we like to use as digging. I know some places teach, like say, just using the thumb here. You can do that, but there's the nail that can be sometimes like pretty douchey to just dig into somebody, and then also the meaty part of the thumb, which is a little too comfortable. So this allows us to take the bone of our knuckle and know that we can dig really aggressively with it with not ever cutting our opponent, and it's going to be most effective. Now, the other mistake that people make is they keep their head up, or even if they've got pretty good chest to back connection, their head's not actually engaged. And so even if I start to win this battle a little bit, Kevin can now turn his head to the left and now get his chin back down. So every time he loses a little bit of this range battle, he can recede and fight back inside. What I'm looking to do is create a frame with my face and chin into him here, so that if he tried to turn to his left right now, it's very difficult. He's unable to absorb and recede. So as I'm here in this position, pinning him, obviously any kind of way that you've trapped his arms, whether one of his arms is trapped under your leg, or he's just made a mistake and his arms are preoccupied grabbing at your legs, and you're able to go into this dig, whatever allows you to freely use one arm to attack the neck. Here, my chin is in. I'm even turning in to face him so that I'm able to dig my chin and turn him away. This arrowhead is starting up at the jawline. So instead of trying to get underneath his chin here, I'm starting up here, almost underneath his ear. And I'm going to follow that jawline and dig aggressively underneath, because even if he keeps his chin tucked right now, it blocks me here, but it doesn't block me from sliding here and getting underneath that space where his neck is soft. I can dig into the neck more, and I can start getting underneath the jaw this way, access the lever, lifting it up. So as I'm here, arrowhead, start up by the top of his jawline, follow it down, there. That's that point where they're always going to end up lifting up, where he before would have just turned his chin and been able to repummel. Here, he can't, so he has to go up. And now from here, this can be just a collar grip, or we're going to punch all the way through now to the rear naked choke. So this typically gets used on the weak side of back control, because we have the ability to use our arm with a lot of articulation. So here on the weak side, I've trapped, so I'd say he's got this grip here, go through the motion, I do that wrist block grip break, double motorcycle grip, here, shed this control, bring it over to the side, pin it, head in nice and tight, arrowhead, here, dig in and deep. So as we start getting this, we're not getting into the rear naked choke yet, but still fire this all the way in, and you're looking to get your elbow point lined up with your opponent's chin, so that you have your bicep against one side of their neck and your forearm against the other side of the neck. This hand can either grab your own collar, can grab upwards of your own shoulder, or you can just grab onto your opponent's, the back of their trap, shifting your hand down their back. There's a nice tight grip. And then I wouldn't recommend ever finishing the rear naked choke from here. So if you were going to, we would go into that resetting the sides, forcing the side, where this hook is engaged, this foot comes off, and we're looking to bring them to the strong side to finish that rear naked choke. So as I was here, I got the pin, arrowhead, head's framing, dig under the chin, grip their trap or grip your own collar so that they can't get that hand out. Hand on the mat, or foot on the mat, base, walk it away to get back to the strong side, in which then we would look to finish the rear naked choke, which is what we're going to start talking about in the next video.